Alright, let's take a look at our power situation. Okay, well everyone does have power, obviously, but I wanted to look at this. Yeah, we're right butting up to it, so... I forget, did I build a nuclear plant here? So I think I had the option of doing so at one point. Well, let's take a look at our options. Alright, coal will give us... well, if I divide that, that's 24, I think. 24. If I build a nuclear plant, that is... 5 point something? Wait a minute. That will generate... Yeah, not worth it. Not worth it. Another coal plant. Well, if our prisoners need something to do with their time, we can send them to work in the coal plants. Alright. But now that that's done, it's time to look at health. Hello everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Sim City 4, the Trinity series. Here is a good view of the majority of the built-up areas of our city. Well, the ages are changing. Where we were just in an era of a gilded age of expansion and growth without limits and bounds and much thought for anything but crazy growth and profit, it is now time for people to get a little bit more conscious of things like the services of the city. Yes, they're starting to care about that a great deal now. Yes, new politicians have been elected, and such things, where they were not a concern before, are now a concern. So, first thing to look at is crime. How is the crime situation in our city? Well, we can already see there's large areas without a police station. But let's look at the police stations that we do have. Alright. Yes, this one seems to be a little overwhelmed. Not terribly so. This one over here, I mean, there's a lot more crimes than there are arrests, and that kind of worries me. But we still have a fully effective police station, so... Now this little guy... Yeah, this one is the most troublesome area of all. So I'm thinking, what if we take and we build a deluxe police station down here? This should cover most of that gap and overlap with a few of the other areas. And let's go down to about here. In fact, let's go over here, put a police station right here, and that takes care of that area. And finally, we're going to hop over here and put one right next to the airport. I mean, there's always a lot of trouble at airports anyway. So, this one is no longer needed. So we're going to go there. We're going to demolish it. And say, build some medium density commercial there instead. That's good for you. Alright, let's see what else we have over here. A lot of crime up in this area for whatever reason. So, we're in the field over here. I think we should get into the habit of making just deluxe police stations. Because our city is growing rapidly after all. So, right over here, we'll put that. A little overlap didn't hurt anyone. I think we need one down here too. So it's a big old field right now, but won't be forever. So there we go. This area over here. We might be able to get away with merely a large police station in this area. So we're going to put one there. Let that cover that area. And finally, we'll put a deluxe police station right there. Yes, people need their police. I'm also concerned that inmates are going to be being kicked out, or kicked out of jail and back on the streets. So we'll put the jail up here by the power plants. Because after all, why should we want our inmates to live somewhere nice? We'll make them live in the smelliest part of the city. Alright, fire, you're next, so don't fret. Let's take a look at crime. And let's see how that changes. Well, would you look at that? We had a crime rate of 60-somethings. And already, after increased police presence, we've gone down to around 35. And now we're below 30. So, I think things are good. Oh no, a fire. How sad. That's a nice segue into the next thing we're going to do. So, come on down here from wherever your locations are. Put out that fire from us before anything gets too crazy. Alright, anytime now. Come on, the fire's not going to put itself out. There we go. That's good stuff. Yeah, let's get this fire put out. And what a convenient segue for the next thing that we're going to do. Alright, it's time to take a look at our fire. Let's see. Alright, yes, our fire stations are very lacking. And this area down here seems to be a very principal problem area. So let us come and zoom right in. And let's place ourselves a fire station. No. Put a large fire station right here. Right in the middle of all that. Well, that covers that high risk area. Alright. Now, I don't know if I've placed a fire station landing strip yet. But that will fit nicely right here. So, let's place it. And that takes care of that area. Very nice. And finally, I think it's time to place one over here. Yeah, it's probably a good idea to build more to cover all these areas where fire threat is something that people have to deal with on a daily basis. I mean, I hope fires are not breaking out on a daily basis, but at least we can prevent fires. Remember, kids, only you can prevent forest fires. Who remembers Smokey the Bear? Everyone has to remember Smokey the Bear. Alright. Those of you who lived in the US, that is. Is there any statistics under here that has to do with fire? No, I guess not. Alright, now that we've paid attention to fire, let's take a look at education. This one is going to be a little bit trickier. Education's always one of the more difficult ones. Well, we have a large high school that's serving this whole area. And it seems that they're doing alright. What do we have over here? a regular high school, they're likewise doing alright. We can even, you know, afford to decrease their funding a bit. But there's no elementary school for this area. So, let's see. Yes, we're going to take a large elementary school. We're going to place it right here where these tenements are. We're going to force them to move. And just because we love our kids so much, we're going to put a playground over here and some gardens. Because that is how we show our kids that we care about them. Alright, what's over here? Oh, one itty-bitty elementary school. Well, I don't know about that. Let's demolish that and get it in a large elementary school. What was this supposed to be? Medical clinic. We'll come back to that in a minute. But I think also we need a large high school. And here is the perfect spot for it. Because I was told by the great and wise Dwyron that both elementary and high schools are needed in your city. This area, I think, can do with a normal size one of each. Now I know making all these buildings is going to be a drain on our funds, but hopefully it's going to be something that will pay back to us. That's the hope anyway. Alright. And what are you? Little elementary school. Let's see if we can get away with a regular sized high school over here. What should we demolish? What shall we demolish? There's nothing here. But there's not enough room. We'll make room. There we go. That street doesn't need to be there. Alright. Well, there's our high school. So let's go down to Waterville. Don't know where future expansion patterns are going to take us, but let's assume that we're going to have some residential down there in the future. Let's put ourselves an elementary school here. Like that. And up here a little bit, we're going to put a high school. Oh my goodness. I've turned into Nintendo Capri Sun. Oh boy. Burping during videos. How uncouth of me. I think this area needs an elementary school. It's a regular size one. We'll put one in Old Junction. Alright, oh. Yeah, we're not done yet. This area. By the airport. We gotta give them an elementary school. We also gotta give them a high school. Once again, demolition is needed to achieve our goals, but it does not matter. And I just realized I've made these buildings no longer get-toable. Get-toable, that's a word. So, we're going to put a medium plaza here. We're also going to put a medium park green so that our wonderful Sims can have more sim enjoyment. Simjoyment. Alright, Brody, I see you growing to be a nice and strong city, so we're going to put an elementary school here, like that. We're going to expand streets around here, like that, and we are going to put a high school right here. And finally down here. That spot looks perfect for an elementary school. Now that we have that. I mean, I definitely see this area expanding. But we're still going to go with a regular size high school. Well, this all looks kind of ugly, so demolish all that. And that is where our high school will go. Yeah, right there. We'll put tennis courts for the tennis team. And some plazas. Just because we can. It will be very nice. There appears to be small blackout areas where there are no schools, but we'll worry about that when it comes time to it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go over to the education tab. We're going to hit fast forward for a while. We're going to let the schools have a chance to take. Then we're going to go to the schools one by one and see what kind of funding adjustments they need. Apparently there's already strikes going on, which is kind of funny considering that we just pretty much built these new places. Alright, I think I see the smallest of upticks, but this is something that won't happen over a single year. This will happen over a while, so alright, here we go. Education. We're going to start with you and go forward. Large elementary school. We're going to slash your funding. Does the bus funding change its where they can go or what? Because we're spending as much on buses as we are on the school, and that just seems a tad unrealistic to me. I mean, maybe I'm wrong here, but it just seems unrealistic. I mean, I know bus drivers want to be paid, but one student goes here. Really? Well then. Don't have to fund too much buses, because we just need like one little small bus. This is a kind of a big high school. Alright, what's this? Ah, you're a problem. Alright, there we go. That should do it for you. What's this? High school. Kind of smallish. Alright. You're another smallish kind of school. Now, I'm not sure if more people go to elementary school, that means more people will go to high school eventually. I think the numbers with the schools are kind of screwy, but we'll just play by ear. Like, if we need to, we'll make adjustments. Alright, yeah, so a lot of these schools don't have many people attending them, but we're going to keep our eye on them. Yeah, but there's a lot of overfunding going on, and we want our budget to be secure. We don't want too much waste. Alright, what about you? Alright. People tend to gravitate towards a small number of schools, I've noticed. Just how things go, I guess. Alright. This is invigorating stuff, and 3 people go to this school. Alright. There we go. And we're down funding a lot of these schools. Hopefully that won't come back to bite us in the ass. Probably will, but, you know. Only so much you can do. Alright. Whatevs. We're going to fast forward this. Growing city cries for more juice. Well, no reason we can't take care of that right now.